Jai Sitaram. Balakand, chapter 63, Visvamitra and the siren. In the previous chapter, we saw how sage Visvamitra saves his nephew Sunashepa, and now we are going to see Visvamitra and Menaka. Verse 1. Purne varsha sahasre tu vrata snatam mahamunim abhyagachan surah sarve tapah phala chikirshava. It was over, the long and severe tapas, and unto Visvamitra, fresh from his bath, came the immortals, every one of them, desirous that he should reap the fruits of his long and arduous labors. Verse 2. Abravit su mahateja Brahma su ruchiram vachah Rishi tvam asi bhadram te sva arjitaihi karmabhihi shubhaihi. Then spoke the four-faced one, his divine glory brightening the bright space around. Hail to thee, so rang the accent sweet. A rishi art thou, and right well dost thou deserve the rank thy holy tapas has gained for thee. Verse 3. Tam evam uktva deveshah tridivam Punah abhyagat Vishvamitro mahateja bhuya tepe mahattapah. And with that he went back to his bright world. But Vishvamitra's heart was heavy yet, and he resumed his untiring labors. So we have seen sage Visvamitra's journey from being a Kshatriya king to a Rajarishi to a Rishi. Verse 4. Tatah kalena mahata menaka parma apsaraha pushkareshu narashrestha snatum samupachakrame. The long years passed over his patient head, and one fine day an apsara, Menaka by name, came to the rolling waters of Pushkara to lave her shapely limbs in its cool depths. Verse 5. Tam dadarsha mahateja menakam kushika atmaja rupena apratimam tatra vidyutam jalade yatha. Her he saw the ascetic of stern vows blazing in his energy. She was a dream of beauty, even as a lambent lightning playing through the dark clouds surcharged with rain. Verse 6. Drushtva kandarpa vashago munihi tam idam abravit apsarah swagatam te astu vasa cha iha mama ashrame anugrihishva bhadram te madanena sumohitam. The bright god of love, that mischievous boy, was at hand, and from his magic bow shot forth his straightest shaft and mightiest, right at the heart of the sage of iron will. And as if in response, there burst forth, all unknown to himself, the heart cry of burning passion, fierce, consuming, and not to be denied. Welcome, thrice welcome, thou fairest maid in heaven or earth! Faint am I with passion and of my wits reft. Let me but look into the dark depths of thine eyes and lose myself in the dream of bliss. Verses 7 and 8. Iti ukta sa vararoha tatra vasam atha akarot tapaso hi mahavigno Vishvamitram upagatam. Tasyam vasantyam varshani pancha cha raghava Vishvamitra ashrame saumye sukhena vyatichakramuh. As my lord willeth, replied the bashful one, and dwelt with him in that peaceful retreat, a fatal check to his mighty tapas. Bright summers, 5 and 5, flew over the heads of the happy pair in a sweet dream of blissful love. Verses 9 and 10. Atha kale gate tasmin Vishvamitro mahamunihi sa vridha iva samvrittah chinta shoka parayanah buddhir munihe samutpanna sa amarsha raghunandana. After these 10 long years, Visvamitra woke up from it one woeful day, pitiful shame in his looks and dull grief gnawing at his heart. All at once a light broke upon his brain and he cried out in anguish. Verse 11. Sarvam suranam karma etat tapo apaharanam mahat aho ratra apadeshena gataah samvatsara dasha kamamoha abhibhutasya vigno ayam pratyupastitah. Fool that I was not to see that this was a snare set to entrap my unwary feet by those relentless foes of mine, the Devas. What? Twice 5 years by mortal count, and to my blinded eyes it seemed but a day and a night. I have to thank myself and my blind passion for this cursed obstacle that has nipped my hopes in the bud. Verses 12 and 13. Sa vinishvasan munivarah paschatapena duhkitah bhitam apsaram drishtva vepantim pranjalim sthitam menakam madhurai vakye visrijya kushika atmajah uttaram parvatam Rāma Visvamitro jagamah. Burning sighs broke from his noble heart, and cruel repentance dug its brazen claws therein. Looking up, he saw her before him, the unwilling partner of his ruin, the golden-hued Menaka, trembling in affright, her flower-soft hands raised to him in mute appeal for pardon. The sight filled his heart with sweet pity. With gentle words and sad, he sent away the witching siren, all too glad to escape so lightly. Then Visvamitra went to the northern Himalayan mountain. Verse 14. Sakritva nashtikim buddhim jetu kamo mahayashah kaushiki tiram asadya tapah tepe durasadam. Thus Visvamitra took his weary way to the great mountains, even where the bright Kaushiki gladdens the earth. And having made a mighty resolve to win or die in the attempt, he engaged himself in a long course of stern observances. Verse 15. Tasya varsha sahasrani ghoram tapa upasatah uttare parvate Rāma devatanam abhut bhayam. 1,000 years went by, and the bright gods quaked in awe to see him there, grim and stern, his heart set on his mighty quest. Verse 16. Amantrayan samagamya sarve sa Rishi ganah sura Maharishi shabdam labhatam sadhu ayam kushika atmaja. Swift coursed they and the holy sages along with them to the heavens of Brahma. Let this terrible man be pacified, they implored, with the exalted rank of a Maharishi. Verse 17. Devatanam vachah shrutva sarvaloka pitamaha abravit madhuram vakyam Visvamitram tapodhanam. Be it so, rejoined the great father, and he went to where sat the tapas incarnate. Verse 18. Maharishi swagatam vatsya tapasa ugrena toshitah mahatvam rishi mukhyatvam dadami tava kaushika. Fair son, so came forth the accent sweet. All hail, a Maharishi thou! Well pleased am I with thy intense tapas, and willingly do I confer on thee the highest rank among the sages of the earth. Verse 19. Brahmanasya vachah shrutva Visvamitra tapodhanah pranjali pranato bhutva pratyuvacha pitamaham. But Visvamitra, his calm heart in no way ruffled with grief or joy, returned answer meet to the Omnipotent One. Verse 20. Brahma Rishi Shabdam Atulam Sva Arjitaihi Karma Bhaihi Shubhaihi Yadi Me Bhagavan Aha Tato Aham Vijita Indriyaha. Then am I, cried he with hands of joint prayer the while, beyond all doubt the proud controller of the rebellious senses, inasmuch my Lord has designed to speak of me as having won by holy deeds all mine own the high preeminence of a Maharishi. Verse 21. Tam uvacha tato brahma na tavat tvam jita indriyaha yatasva munishardula iti uktva tridivam kataha. Not yet, broke in Brahma, not yet thine the undisputed sway over the fleeting senses. Long lies a road before thee and steep ere thou attain the dizzy eminence. Toil on, brave one, and forthwith he went back to his seat of bliss. Verse 22. Viprasthiteshu deveshu Vishvamitro Mahamunihi urdhva bahuhu niralambo vayu bhakshaha tapaha charan. Vishvamitra saw them depart, the gods' heart to please, and began anew with unflagging zeal his tapas sterner far and fiercer. With arms raised above his head on high, stood he there without a prop, the viewless air his only food. Verses 23 and 24. Dharme panchatapa bhutva varshasu akasha samshrayah shishire salile shayi ratri akhani tapodhanaha evam varsha sahasram hi tapo ghoram upagamat. The burning heat of summer played on his devoted head, while fierce fires, 4 in number, blazed around his wasted frame. The dark clouds, heavy charged, poured on his defenseless head their ceaseless stream of arrows straight. The chill months, day and night, found him there, deep immersed in freezing waters, and so during those long years of weary toil. Verse 25. Tasmin santapyamane tu Vishvamitre Mahamunau santapaha sumahan asit suranam vasavasya cha. Mighty fear took relentless hold of Indra and his celestial host as they viewed with awe and wonder the royal sage pursuing his end with grim tenacity and with a dauntless heart. Verse 26. Rambham apsarasam shakra saha sarvaihi marudganaihi uvacha atmahitam vakyam ahitam kaushikasya cha. Then summoned Indra unto his presence Rambha, the fairest of the daughters of heaven and the wiliest, and in council full unfolded unto her a plan, their ends to achieve and foil the determined efforts of the dread aspirer. In the next chapter, we will see how Visvamitra and Rambha interact. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunapte Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Jai Sitaram.